Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I took an entire week off and it's just really good to be back. So I have some fresh floral inspiration for you. I checked out, of course, my favorite Trader Joe's, and my inspo this week is the berry summer colors. I am a huge fan of the summer shades. We have hot pink, purple, and I actually added in some white. And if you are impatient with floral tape, this video is for you because there will be no floral tape, no floral foam, just the fun, lazy day of summer floral arranging. So let's get started. Okay, so I have my beautiful Lazy Susan here, and the vase that I chose for this particular arrangement has the kind of curvy lines to it. I wanted it to kind of almost be reminiscent of a feminine, classic lady look, like a very just timeless, beautiful, feminine touch. And so this is very, very just a fun arrangement. At Trader Joe's, these beautiful, they had lots of white roses. And when you go to select a rose, some of them will be more of an ivory color. But since I have this, look how stunning these, oh my goodness, these spray roses are, I wanted more of a contrast. So I wanted more of a white with the fuchsia next to it. So I did select these roses. There's always a mishap though, right? And so sometimes you will see that one of them will break off. So when I got home, one of the roses was completely broken off. And then there was another one also. So I just put these, which I could put on a table setting, in these beautiful little containers with water. So no worries there. So what we're going to do, I also, when you select your foliage, look for something that will complement your arrangement. Don't just grab the greens, okay? I was so fortunate, since I'm doing purple toned, that I found these lovely purple toned. Look at the sheen too. You always want to pay attention with texture. And this texture has almost like a satin blouse, since we're doing the ladylike arrangement, and it has that sheen to it. And so we are going to begin arranging with this. I also grabbed, I have a couple Japanese maples outside. And when you cut your maples, especially in the summer, you don't want to trim off more than 20% of the tree or you will harm the tree. So don't do that. So this was very, very pretty. I like the lime green against the purples, which is really, really fun. I really almost got the peonies or peonies, however you might say it. But okay, now I will say, I almost didn't want to say this statement, but I want to be objective. I was at Trader Joe's, and when all the flowers are really, really lovely, except when I go to the peonies or peonies, or however you want to say it, they had little flies all around them, like just hovering in a little cloud, like Pigpen on Charlie Brown. And so if you have any tips, please comment. I need your help. Is this normal? Is this typical for this variety of flowers and you just have to treat them when you get home? But I've been very, very intimidated. Although they've been very, very beautiful, it looks like there's a little plague around them. And so I have left them there. So anyway, so we're going to start. I want to start with this base foliage, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of flank. This purple is going to kind of be the inspo. I was so happy. There was only one of these. I have a similar plant in my yard, but they did not have this beautiful purple variegation to it. So I have 3. I'm going to flank right there. This one's lovely too with the little green. That one has a little bit of an insect stuff. How about this one? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do I really want that many? 4. I guess I could always take them off. Let's see what one more looks like. Why not? You know, it's at the bottom. I do like this piece. Let's stick it in there. You're not going to be able to see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's start off with this. I have no floral. This is funny. Now I'm kind of used to my floral tape. I have no floral tape. If I add in this, which I may or may not, it will be in the end. But I am going to start. You always want to take off these little leaves. They're going to dry anyway, and it will also kind of divert the energy up to the plant, and I don't know, they won't last, so just take them off. And then you want to kind of take off anything. See this petal that's just kind of like gone rogue? You want to take that one off, and just kind of anything that looks kind of brownish, like this one's a little brown, you want to take that off, and then just kind of zhuzh the flowers with your pointer finger and your thumb to kind of open them up. And again, you want to take your good pair of pruning shears. I do need to update mine. I say this every time. And at a 45-degree angle so that the water, this one has a little bit of bleach, a little bit of floral food. Don't dump in a whole gallon of bleach, but just capful, tablespoon for a large vase. Okay, so we have this one. This really was the perfect vase. I'm always on a hunt for floral vases. I like to look at vintage stores, clearance sections, and then sometimes lovely people in my life will give me vases because they know I do floral arranging. You know who you are. Thank you. So I am going to put this one in there and going to add another one. Okay. See, look, here's one of my stems. I don't know if you can see this. I'm just going to show you. But occasionally, these really were the prettiest ones, even though they had some that had come off. So, okay, pop off the old leaves. We don't want to, I like to sometimes leave like one, but not too many. And then, you know, always put your music on. Floral arranging is supposed to kind of be like songwriting. Every arrangement is fresh and new and different. And you want to really, really kind of, it's almost like, you know, a song between you and the flowers. The flowers will kind of inspire you, you inspire the flowers, and it's kind of fun that way. So, okay, so we're gonna do this one at a 45-degree angle. And okay, I also have learned that at first, rookie mistake, I used to try to bunch in as many flowers as I could because I didn't want to, like, you know, I spent money on the flowers and I didn't want to waste my flowers. But don't do that. Just do several arrangements, and you really want your flowers to have a little bit of breathing space so that they're not so crumpled, you know. It's just kind of like humans, you know, we need our own space sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, add another one here. How about this one? This one's lovely. This one even has a little bit of the pink at the bottom. How pretty is that? So we're going to add, this one is beautiful, but the little brown leaf. So we're going to pop that one off. Okay, so that's lovely. Stick this one in. So yeah, the peonies, there were so many little flies. And I thought, isn't that just horrible that it is such a pretty, beautiful flower, and they had so many just swirling around. Like, why? Okay, so I have 3. Let's do Let's do another one here. This one's really pretty. This one's really pretty too. How about this one? Okay. No, this one. I'm choosy. Are you choosy? You know, if you are very particular, you can't control others in your life, but you can control flowers. Okay, so we're going to stick this in here. I'm going to actually pop that off so I'll have more room. Okay, so I have 4, and I think I'm just going to do 4 for now, and then add some more flowers in, and then I can also add others in later. Oh, that's already looking lovely. I love it. I love it. I got the Alstroemeria. I did a little research. I've used Alstroemeria before, and I know Alstroemeria gets a bad rap because people think, oh, they're like grocery flowers or whatever. But this textural piece, which kind of almost imitates or echoes the striation of this leaf, gives it a lot of textural emphasis. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, I'm sure that some florists would say, oh, you may want to do that at the end, but I'm just wanting to tuck them in between to kind of break up the white. And that is what I'm feeling inspired to do, especially next to the leaves. I love the purple variation in that it kind of picks up the purple over there. So we're going to tuck that in here, and one right here, which I think is quite lovely. And what do you think I'm going to do? Yes, all around, because the eye likes to see a continuous pattern, just like it would on curtains or carpets. You ever see those when you go in a hotel? I love the hotel carpets where they're those big, bold, beautiful floral patterns that you see, and they just kind of relax your person, and that's kind of what we're doing here. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one in right there. I think that looks lovely. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. We'll probably do 2 more here. Okay, so we are going to grab this one. Well, that one, the leaves are like, eh. Always, if you have the choice, pick the freshest ones, because if you don't, it could foul up your vase. Okay, so we're going to stick one right there. That looks kind of good. How about just 4 for now? I was going to do more, but remember your rule. You always have to keep in mind, don't like have too many. Don't like, as tempting as it is, don't crowd your flowers. Okay, so I just have to use right now, like right off the bat, I'm going to have to use these gorgeous, gorgeous spray roses. Again, when you find spray roses, get a combination of little buds that have not yet fully opened, because they will be fresher. Also, check your stems. If you have stems that are a little more brown at the base, you are wanting to try to choose those fresh, green, vibrant, firm stems because they are newer. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you know, I almost forgot. When you're in a hurry, don't forget to pop off those leaves. Okay, so there we go. That looks good. And for the spray roses, I'm not going to leave any leaves on these, because they are going to, there's valuable real estate property in here. Location, location, location. Same in floral arranging. You don't want to crowd your vase. So you want to make sure that those leaves could take up space. So, okay, so we're going to take this. Oh, I love this color. This is like the most beautiful, beautiful color. Oh, that's so lovely. We're going to put it in between the Alstroemeria, which I did some research. Alstroemeria is a very sturdy flower, as are carnations and other variations like zinnia. I am growing some zinnia this year. I did have my first zinnia flower pop up, and it brought me so much joy. Whenever you plant seeds, the most joyful time of the year is when you actually get to see them blossom. Okay, I love too the crinkled roses, and I have gotten spray roses at other stores, but I have to say that the Trader Joe's flowers do seem to be superior in their quality and their uniqueness and even their quantity. It seems like you get a more generous amount. You may pay about $1 more or $2, but it's so worth it. Okay, so I'm going to stick this one right here, tuck it in between the purple leaves. And y'all, I may use this for like another arrangement because I think the purple leaves, and my husband was like, you don't need the Japanese maple, you just need this. And you know what? He was right. It's funny, my husband has been right about a lot of things lately. And lately I've been saying, should have listened to my husband, but he is absolutely right. This particular arrangement, because of the purples, all it really needs is the purples. I do want to add one more of these leaves though. Let me see, how about this one? Because this one is missing one. Sometimes you'll see later that it needs something. Okay, and as you turn it around, you'll be able to see that more and more. Probably right here, I'll stick one as well. Okay. And it just kind of gives a nice little foundation, and it kind of like undergirds the flowers, you know, and so I really like that. Okay, that looks really good. I'm going to tuck in some of these. Okay, when you get flowers, you want to kind of get some that are hot pink, some that are lighter, some that are darker, but also complement. And that's exactly what we did here. So I'm going to grab this one, take the leaves off. These are these, I love the varieties that they have for carnations. They're not, I don't know, there's so many beautiful varieties, and this just kind of complements everything. So we're going to poke this one in right about there. That looks lovely. Okay. I need not to forget about this one. The reason why I set this one down was this one's kind of hanging off. I could pop it off, but I think I want a different one. How about this one? Are you this choosy when you do your flowers? Do you like to just stick them in there, or are you ultra choosy? Okay, so I did stick the, let's do this one. I did stick these flowers in floral water, and it allowed them to kind of open up and, you know, fill up a little bit, which was nice. Okay, I'm going to stick this one right here. This is gorgeous, y'all. Sometimes I like just all the white and green arrangements. I've done a lot of white and green, but I don't know. This is fun. So yeah, I hated taking a week off. I really, really did. Please like and subscribe if you like floral arranging. Like and subscribe. I'm going to ask you that right off the bat because it helps me and it helps you, because we are on this creative journey together. It's really good whether you just want to, you know, try a new hobby. Floral arranging is very relaxing, and it's also, it makes great gifts for others, and it's also very de-stressing, and it's a mood booster, to be quite honest. This one is kind of brown. We'll take this one off. Okay. Oh, this one's a little brown too. That's okay. Take that one off and cut the bottom. So anyway, flower arranging is my happy place. Okay, this one looks good right in the middle. Ta-da! Oh, this is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. I think we just need like a little something here and here. All right. Should we use this? No, a different arrangement. I'm so tempted to use that, but I'm like, no, does not need it, Jenny. Use restraint. Okay, so I'm going to take this one because I just do need a small piece. You know what? Pop it off. Why am I? That should not be an obstacle. Okay. Can always take things off. And we're going to stick this one. I like it because it's tall and it's sparse. And we kind of need it. Oh, I think between these two white flowers, right about there. Oh, yeah, kind of tucking above. Gives it some energy, gives it some flow. And then I'm just gonna, instead of adding, like I said, I'm tempted to add more, but this is a full arrangement as it is. I think the 5 flowers is exactly what it needs. Oh no! All right, bud vase. Is this just the tragedy flower? We have this one fell, but they are going to be rescued in bud vases. So we will save that one. Let me try another one here. I think when I do the floral water, I think they're almost too crowded when I pre-soak them and they get all tangled, y'all. Doing a good job on this. Okay, there, okay. And so this one's also for a bud vase. There, okay, we're done. I'm gonna stick this one right here. I hope I brought you some comic relief with all of my flowers. Okay, that looks lovely. I may finagle a little bit more, but I think we have a gorgeous arrangement. I'm almost tempted to put something right here. Let's do one more leaf. One more leaf. And I think that's it. Stick it right here. And voila. Let's start naming our flower arrangements. This one is named Zoe. Zoe. It's lively. It's full of life. It's like ripened fruit on the vine. This one is called Zoe. So I hope you got some fun ideas. Thank you for joining me. Like and subscribe, friends. Love you, thankful for you, and happy floral arranging.